We learned one thing today: the 2012 Ohio Bobcats are for real. They come into Penn State and steal one from the Nittany Lions, 24-14. I'm Pat Chiesa, Mark Pierce alongside Mark. The Bobcats certainly sent shockwaves not only back to Athens, Ohio, but nationwide in winning this game. They start the season off 1-0, heading into their game against New Mexico State next week at home. But Mark, let's talk about this one. Let's break it down even more. This was certainly a tale of two halves. In the first half, Penn State seemed like they were dictating the tempo of this game. They came out flying, took a 14-3 lead into the half, but in the second half, it was all Ohio. 21 unanswered points en route to their first win and their first try of the season.
Right, Pat, and the offense never really looked comfortable in the first half. Tyler Tettleton really not as accurate as we're used to seeing him. Was struggling to complete passes. The rushing game was pretty standard for what we're used to seeing for the Bobcats. Bo Blankenship leading the rushing attack. Penn State got on the board first with a Bill Belton touchdown reception from Matt McGloin. That made it 7-0 Penn State.
Yeah, this Penn State offense looked right at home in the first half. Matt McGloin, the fifth-year senior, finding his new weapons. Bill Belton, that running back, replacing Silas Redd. He's only a sophomore. And Allen Robinson, yet another sophomore, ended up finishing the game with 97 yards receiving. He looked right at home in the first half, really slicing and dicing the Ohio secondary any which way he wanted. Only 3 points from Ohio in the first half off the leg of Matt Weller. And those 3 points came from a 22-yard field goal that was the result of a fumble recovery thanks to a huge hit by Gerald Moore.
Right, and Keith Moore was the one to recover it there, so you got the Moore-to-Moore combination.
Moore brothers.
Absolutely. But Penn State wouldn't be rattled. They'd tack on one more touchdown before the half was over. Matt Lehman only had one reception in the game, but that reception was good for their second touchdown of the game. 14-yard reception from Matt McGloin. The Bobcats didn't get flustered. They regrouped at halftime, made some adjustments, and came out in the second half looking like a brand new ball club.
And the first touchdown of the game, actually, you said they made some adjustments, but this one kind of came off a little bit of luck. Tyler Tettleton throws in the double coverage. It's deflected. Landon Smith corrals it. That's a new name you're going to hear this year from the receiving corps, and runs it 43 yards for the score. That made it a 14-10 ball game. And I think that instilled some faith in the Bobcats. Hey, we can win this one.
And like you said, Ohio not rattled at all. Tyler Tettleton leads a long drive, highlighted by Ryan Clark's 33-yard third down reception from Tyler Tettleton, capped off by a Tyler Tettleton rushing touchdown.
How about Ryan Clark, the converted defensive back, putting up that huge play and leading to that touchdown drive? And from this point on, you could hear the air kind of get sucked out of Happy Valley. The fans, they were kind of sitting on their hands. So we get to the fourth quarter, Mark. Penn State still can't get on the board, can't take the lead yet again. They punt the ball, pin Ohio on their own 7-yard line, and the rest, this turns out to be the nail in the coffin. Ohio's offense keeps on rolling. And how about the ending to this drive?
Well, whenever you can put together a 14-play, 93-yard drive in the fourth quarter, you're going to have a great chance to win the ball game. That's exactly what the Ohio Bobcats did. Like I said, 93 yards capped off by Dante Foster. 5-yard reception from Tyler Tettleton. This one just sucked the air out of Beaver Stadium from this point forward.
You could see it written all over their faces on the sideline. Penn State goes out, tries to get something going, and just like that entire second half, it ended in the Bobcats getting the ball back. This time, Jelani Wosley picks off Matt McGloin and let the celebration begin in Athens.
And while many people across the nation might be surprised by this victory, Bo Blankenship, who ended the day with 109 rushing yards on the ground, led the rushing attack for the Bobcats, said this win was not an upset.
I mean, in our minds, I don't think it was. We go into every game thinking, we're going to win. We don't ever go in a game thinking, it'll be an upset if we win. So we always go in with that chip on our shoulder, wanting to get the victory and thinking we can.
And much credit, as Bo pointed out in that presser as well, belongs to the big boys up front. They did a great job opening the holes for him against the front seven, widely regarded as one of the best in the Big Ten. His job looked pretty easy here today.
Right, and that's where you win ball games, right there in the trenches. The O-line came out and won the battle against Penn State's defensive line. The Bobcats pick up their first win of the season in their first game, getting the season started exactly the way they wanted to.
That's all we got from Beaver Stadium. Saying so long, he's Mark Pierce. I'm Pat Chiesa, and we'll see you back in Athens.